to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season. crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. The Boilermakers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's open.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for close.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there.
He's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We're bringing in more DBs. We're dropping deeper on our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the 1st down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Alabama will get the 1st down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
He chucks one out to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seems like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
A little floater there that falls incomplete. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the penalties.
Yeah, and I don't think you can conserve and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Works the middle of the field. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well. But this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown time! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. They try to pop a run on the draw. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Hurley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Boilermakers have taken it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Caught. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, you're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. We're just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have the...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
This is a designed run, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
That's reeled in. It's Wall. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
He'll keep it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman down here in the red zone, giving him the football, man? I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that first touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 9 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the run.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the left side. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue!
I like you backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play. And do they have 90-plus yards to the house? Who needs space? I'll take 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Crimson point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the first down. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hurley. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Face to grab. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats on him.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Throws to the wideout. He got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but losing some momentum. Maybe the 2nd half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're trying to get to it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to take the top off. Touchdown tie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football and try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They started this drive with a big play, but nothing since. Now staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the keeper to make anything happen.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the right. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after re-upping the nation on this one. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Second down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Parker. Makes a move. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get. Like, puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school playing this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got his man quickly. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could...
And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. It'll be a draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Purdue! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off. Right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things, you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. And only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Running toward the tape. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run for from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Stumbled to the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play-action fake. Using the quick game. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They're working that left side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball by running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He lofts one down the sideline. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking up the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease he can make yards for.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything with it.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's definitely a wide receiver job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go, whether you're hits like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a...
Off he goes! Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal. And another big play by this offense. If they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's...
Touchdown time! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. On the set. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Briggs. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Coming after it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Right? Interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
First and goal for the offense. Makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze